Welcome back, Star Wars fans. My name is Dave, and this is the Foul Scoundrel Reviews. And today, I will be reviewing the 2022 Wave 1, the Black Series Archive. Alright, fans, jumping right into it. First things first, we're going to talk Emperor Palpatine. This re-release is magnificent. The likeness they had gotten to Ian McDiarmid from Return of the Jedi, actually from all the films he's in, is just remarkable. But yeah, let's take a look at the back of the box real quick. As per usual with any of the archive lines, the back of the box will always show the original release and have bio. So the bio reads, Darth Sidious slowly manipulated the political system of the Galactic Republic until he became Supreme Chancellor and eventually Emperor, ruling the galaxy through fear and tyranny. So obviously he is the primary antagonist of the original series and actually the prequels, and as everybody found out from Rise of the Skywalker, from the sequels as well. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, the original release, he came in a throne, and he had lightning and multiple heads for the various effects and states of being in the movie. Anyway, let's get to the figure itself. Fantastic. I've always wanted this figure. Could not find one for sale for the life of me. And then I saw one come up for sale on Amazon. I'm like, okay, I'm not paying that much for it. And then my wife found these over at Walmart. She actually found all four of these at one time at Walmart. Go Walmart. But yeah, instead of the lightning and the throne, he does come with his cane. His cape is cloth good. But I have seen him out of the box, and he does pose very well. The cape flows well. And this is, if you missed him the first time around, this is an excellent substitute. I'm sure that you'll probably, anybody would want to get him on his throne, but this is an excellent substitute in the meantime. And I totally do not regret having him, and I'm just totally stoked to have him in my collection. But yeah, artwork in front of the box, spot on. Black Series does not disappoint. The detail in the face, the detail in the clip on the cloak, the detailing along the cane. Fantastic. Alright, let's move on. Alright, Dengar. Let's take a look at the back of Dengar's box real fast before I put him down. There we have another picture of the original release for Dengar. And his bio. His bio reads, crude and slovenly. Dengar was nonetheless an effective bounty hunter. While some hunters prided themselves on finesse and style, Dengar preferred firepower and destruction. If anybody's played any of the Star Wars Battlefront games, Dengar is one of the villains that you can pick, and yeah, absolutely, he is all about ruthlessness and firepower and destruction. Picking him was fantastic. Between him and Bosk, I don't know who was better in the game. But yeah, he does come back with a removable backpack, blaster rifle, weapon storage, and good grief, look at the detail on this figure. Of most of the figures I pick up, I look at the detail, and it's funny. When you have a character like this that has screen time of like less than a minute, the detail they put into the action figure is crazy. Everything from the artwork to getting it correct, the little panels and switches on his chest guard to his belt, the paint jobs they did along the legs and the arms, the holsters, the headgear. It absolutely fantastic. When I got this figure, I looked at my wife and I'm like, what's funny? Watching The Empire Strikes Back, and you have Dengar standing there with the other bounty hunters on the Star Destroyer talking to Vader, right? Well, actually, Vader is doing the talking, right? He's telling everybody he's looking for the Millennium Falcon. Dengar's hanging out in the background. It was funny to see because you get an action figure like this, you're like, hold on. This guy didn't even have a speaking role, and he gets attention like that from the Black Series. You know what? Hasbro, take my money. I totally love it, and is well worth a spot in my collection. All right, moving on. And oh and behold, Lando. Oh boy. Yeah. All right, let's get to the back of his box real fast. Lando Calrissian, Skiff Guard. There's a picture of the original release and his bio. Lando Calrissian changed from schemer to leader in the fight against the Empire. When Han Solo was captive in Jabba's palace, he joined Princess Leia in a rescue mission. Huh, that's true. Straight to the point. This is the original release, of course. Excellent artwork in the back of the box, of course. But like most releases of Lando, they're awesome. Actually, all the releases for Lando are awesome. He has always been one of my favorite characters in the movie and in action figure. Here's the rub. Yeah, he might have all the awesome detailing in the helmet, the Skiff Guard staff, but how many Landos do we need? How many? Every time I go to the store, I see Lando. I'm just throwing this out there, but if they're going to do a Return of the Jedi release in Wave 1, I would have much rather had a Palace Han Solo or Hutt Slayer Leia. Hutt Slayer Leia. They have never re-released that action figure. Hasbro, listen up. If you're going to release an archive of Princess Leia, let's do the Hutt Slayer. Some of us who just started collecting can't get a hold of one. Now, moving on to Lando, I'm sure we've all seen him 1,000 times in the store and online. But, due credit, all of the detailing is there. Detailing in the chest plate, detailing in the helmet. The likeness to Billy D. Williams is spot on. They have him 100% accurate. Expression, paint job, hairdo, perfect. Outfit, movie, perfect. Everything you want in an action figure. Just way too much of this action figure. So I'm going to move on. I'm sure we've all seen and heard all about the peg warmers that Lando has become. So let's move on to a new peg warmer. I dare say 3PO. It was awesome to get him in this collection. Back of the box, this original release. And we have 3PO's bio. It reads, 3PO was a droid programmed for etiquette and protocol. Over the years, he was involved in some of the galaxy's most thrilling battles and is fluent in more than 6 or 7 million forms of communication. You know, I thought it was 6. The back of the box says 7. I don't know. Am I wrong? Does anybody have the right amount of languages or forms of communication that 3PO can speak? I thought it was 6. Anyway, getting back to the figure. You know, 3PO by himself is awesome. I have never seen 3PO in the store until now, and having him in this wave totally makes sense. Movie perfect, of course, down to the silver leg. But here's the issue. 2 things. One, if they're going to release a droid, they should have released him with his counterpart, R2-D2. I would have much rather had a 3PO R2-D2 archive release, maybe boost sales, but there has been a lack of droids. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I haven't seen a whole lot of droids released lately for the Black Series. But I digress. 3PO, excellent action figure, movie perfect, but I think overproduced. I don't know how many are packed per case, but I see him, New Hope, Princess Leia, and Lando everywhere. They are like this season's new peg warmer. I do think that's going to change with the holidays coming, but we will see. I would much rather not have new peg warmers, but new hot items. Dare say a re-release of R2-D2, or just him paired with R2-D2. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Should they re-release him as a pair with R2D2 and Archive Line. Oh, that'd be fantastic. Anyway, getting down to the details, from the eyes to the torso with all the wiring and all the tubing, always awesome. I mean, this is super posable. I've seen him out of the box, and of course, like all the Black Series, posable, movie perfect, and looks awesome on the shelf. But I am an inbox collector, so he will look awesome in a shelf in that box. Wow, yeah, I'm still surprised we found the entire wave in one go, in one place. Oh, man, I can never thank my wife enough for finding all of those. But, yeah, like I said a little bit ago, it's really cool to get another Lando action figure, but I'm Landoed out. I have all the Lando that you could possibly have. And I think all the stores have all the Lando they could possibly have. So I still think we should have had a re-release of the Princess Leia Hutt Slayer in this line instead of the Lando, because it's just it really takes the fun out of collecting, especially Lando. He was always been one of my favorite characters in Star Wars, and now it's kind of like, man, I just see Lando everywhere. I would have liked something, a bigger change up, a bigger shake up in the market. I think re-releasing the Hutt Slayer, Princess Leia Hutt Slayer, would have shook up the market a little bit and would have drove sales a little farther for Wave 1. Palpatine really helped with that. But again, a lot of people had Palp, and there was more than one release for Palpatine. But the Princess Leia, the Return of the Jedi Hutt Slayer, has not been re-released, and some of us kind of want to get a hold of that action figure. I missed it first time around. I know a few other people did, and it's really hard to get a hold of one at a decent price. So maybe in the near future, Hasbro, listen up. Princess Leia Hutt Slayer re-release. Probably not going to happen, but one can hope. Again, it was awesome to get Dengar. Yeah, I missed him the first time around. Like I said in a previous video, I just started collecting this year, and it was really cool to see all of the action figures come back out in the archive line. I've just been excited. Because I didn't get a 3PO the first couple of times he was released. And it was really good to get him. Now, that would have been cool with a 3PO and R2D2 release in the archive. That too would have drove sales. I think there's just been a shortage in droids in the archive line. Other than the Republic security droid, I haven't seen a recent release. I know I could be wrong on that. Let me know in the comments below if I have missed a droid somewhere recently, because I need to pick some up. Alright, folks. Tell me what you think. Should they re-release Princess Leia? Hutt Slayer? Do we need another Palp? Do we really need another Lando? I don't know. But like everything from a galaxy far, far away, if it's from the galaxy far, far away, you're never far from a good time.